I haven't blogged for a while. Life's been busy. We've been upstairs in the other studio working on the clay teacher videos. Spring's here, yard work, fun, family. I have been making pots. However, we have an order going out, well actually 2 orders going out in the next week or so. And the same stuff I've always done is mugs and bowls and casseroles, and they weren't really worth talking about. And I was working on some teapots for the order. And it's kind of like, where does art come from? And I was working on this teapot. This guy I kind of like, he's okay, and he's firm enough now he can take his little support friend away. But I was working on this one, and I threw the body of this teapot. It was really boring. It was this bland little teapot body that didn't have any, if that makes any sense. And I was just trying to trim it around to give it more shape some more. It was just such a little boring body. And as I was trimming it on the bottom, trying to give it some of this, I knew it was getting too thin, and I thought, well, that's okay. I'm a professional potter. I know how thin I can make things. Anyway, it was getting fairly thin, and I was putting the handle on it, and I was pushing pressure on. Of course, it collapsed, and obviously I know my limits. Anyway, I did mess up. And usually when I mess up with a piece, I just turf it, and because I knew it was too thin, I knew I was pushing. But I looked at it, and it was kind of cool. And so I started to tapped it level, more or less. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I set it up on a pedestal? And like this little triangle, and the little legs come off the front, and the handle comes and makes a third leg. And when I was thinking that, it looked like a really good idea. However, today I'm thinking it's just a funny looking teapot that probably should be turfed. But that's where art comes from. Like this lady, I was making a vase, and it fell off the wheel and went splat. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool. And so it turned into this. And this one I was just doing a little boring vase. You can see where it went splat on the floor. And he didn't enjoy that much at all. But this one didn't splat. It just kind of gave up because I messed up. And I don't, for the first time when I play with clay, I don't want to put a face on this. I'm going to play with this today. Its life is still hanging in the balance. I'll play with this for a while, see how far it goes. I've got some mugs I threw on a couple days ago, but I wanted to make sure that they stayed moist enough to put handles on. However, I covered them up so tightly there, just like they came off the wheel. I won't be handling them for a while. I'm going to play with this for a bit. I'll go by the clock. I'll give it an hour, and if I haven't got anything I like, I'll turf it. I'm going to throw some mug pugs, make some mugs. I got an email coming for another order to go out in a few weeks, so I know she's going to order mugs. I don't have a lot of time to give this, but every so often you just have to play. I guess that's where art comes from. It comes from play. Anyway, rambling on and on and on. I've got to get to work and stop telling you what I'm going to do and actually do it. I get all that done tonight as the Tuesday night ladies. By the time the Tuesday night ladies go home, it will be a day.